Hey, thanks for tuning in. The 172nd Meng Atreides Ornithopter. I rarely do sci-fi, but I wanted to do this one. More on that later. You start out in the cockpit. The tolerances on this kit are very tight. That's because this is a snap-together kit. However, I did cement most things out of habit. After priming, I added some metal highlight before the color coat, which appears to be like a blue-gray. This is another kit I finished months ago and just didn't start the edit. This is Vallejo. I can't remember which brown I used. I went with Mr. Color Khaki for the base coat, and a darker brown for the boots, pads, etc. For the pilot, the Duke, you need to clean that up on the back. I'm not a figure painting person, and these were 1/72nd. Then you build up the wing housing. Everything was such a tight fit. I marked them 1 and 2, but it's obvious which is which when you join them. So you need to clean this surface up. It's visible behind the cabin. I used UV resin. There aren't a lot of parts, very simple build. I spent more time prepping the parts than I did building. Please ignore the wires. I toyed with some lighting but decided not to at the end. Also, many of the parts click when seated, which is nice. I am entirely indebted to Nigel at Nigel's Modeling Bench for his tutorial. He did the Harkonnen one. The clear pieces have these indexing tabs that look ridiculous if you don't deal with them. I followed what he did and it worked. Remove the pieces with a very fine-tooth saw. Then a glass file to smooth the edges. Create a fine edge with tape and paint with a matte black. After the interior, I masked and touched up the window sockets. I masked up the clear pieces before adding them, and attached with some black Flexi CA glue. Frankly, this was the most time-consuming part of the build. There was so much part prep for those 8 blades. I taped it to show you there are 2 types, and you have to keep track. I like the black base and modulate with shades of the main coat. I lightened up the base coat and went around the whole model. Then a pin wash with oils. I hit the exhaust vents with flat black. They give you both flying and landed versions of the landing apparatus. Here's the flying one that you can swap out with the landed. Last thing I did was make a pigment mix. This is Arrakis, after all. Black carbon, dark rust, dark earth, and desert sand. I brushed it all over the model, especially the lower half. I took some pics outside. With the wings spread out, it's a large model. Then some inside. Thanks for watching. Be well and happy modeling.